Can you poop? Can you fart without pulling your butt cheeks apart with your hands, Dr. Captain Nurse Man America? No, I didn't think so. Hey guys, chronically ill suffering update here. Yeah, I'm gonna try doing this social media thing while I'm pretty much completely bedridden. The only person that's enjoying this is my dog. Yeah, what a jerk. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I love him. If you need to be seen at Ucsd for anything in the emergency department, I pray that you do not get a nurse named Maria S. She literally hurt me. I have a bulging disc and the impingement of both of my nerve roots leaving into my legs. One of my legs is almost completely numb. I cannot go to the bathroom. I have been bedridden for days. I have had a pounding migraine for I don't know how long. And when I was wheeled into the emergency room on Monday, I was in such pain that I was physically shaking, and they thought I was having a stroke because my face went numb, my hands went numb. I couldn't breathe, and my blood pressure was like 167 over like 98 or something crazy like that. They legitimately thought I had a stroke. When this nurse determined that I didn't, after doing maybe 22 seconds of supposed neuro things, she then rolled me outside away from my husband into the 90-degree weather of San Diego and the heat and put me outside. On top of that, I had to wait for a very long time, which I understand. Emergency room care is crazy. I was in such pain that I had to lay down on a hot metal bench on my stomach because I physically couldn't sit or stand anymore while I sobbed hysterically for an hour straight. I received my emergency care notes today. Those emergency care notes literally stated the complete opposite of all of my symptoms and stated that I was totally fine and that I was screaming in pain and I needed to calm down. The second note, which I can only assume she put in there because it was directly after she hurt me, said, patient is outside calm talking on her iPhone, not crying. Hold on, let me show you. I want to fucking throw up. I want to throw up. She did not do a full neuro assessment. She says no loss or tingling in my face. I literally couldn't feel my ear and I couldn't feel part of my cheek. One of my eyes would not open all the way. My eyes were completely swollen from crying so hard, and my muscles were completely in agony and cramped from shaking visibly for hours because of the pain. Literally, patient crying in teary due to back pain, no facial droop. Notice that? Patient yelling due to lower back pain. No, the patient was yelling because instead of pushing me forward over a small bump, you decided to turn my wheelchair around and kick me backwards and then roll me in such a way that you could not handle my weight and you dropped me. And then I screamed in pain, and my husband literally had to come running from the back of the ER waiting room to find me as you put me outside by myself with supposed stroke symptoms, and then wrote that I did not have them. I had kind of lost hope in this situation, and now I am fueled with such a rage that I've never experienced before in my entire life. And I have been through the gauntlet of healthcare. Do you know when that rage started? When I was screaming in pain and I said to that woman, oh my God, you hurt me, you hurt me. Her first response was, well, I didn't do it on purpose. Then why say that? Why say that if you didn't do it on purpose? She just kept repeating that as she left me outside by myself. It's nuts. Also, when she saw me on my phone, not crying, I was physically sobbing and like having a full-blown panic attack, trying to get a hold of my ortho team, and I couldn't. So my husband walked across the hospital to 3 separate buildings away, across a parking lot and like multiple offices, up to the second floor and demanded that my ortho team take a check and see what was going on. The ortho team immediately said, "Holy shit, is she having a stroke? Is she okay?" And he said, "I don't know. They put her outside." And then they started frantically sending messages saying, no, 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 she needs to meet with the on-call ortho or neurological science and surgery department. She is possibly like losing her feeling. Yeah. There was one nice doctor, and I'm so sorry I cannot remember how to pronounce your name because it was incredibly complicated. And then there was like the team leader that came, and he was exceptionally impersonable, although very knowledgeable and okay, but he seemed ready to do surgery, but they want me to meet with my ortho instead because I have so much spondylitis and stenosis. And essentially that means that my spinal canal is too small and my bones are growing into my spinal canal on top of my disc bulging. My disc bulge is like an inch. Like a full inch of disc is like coming out and about to expand like into my spinal column. Oh, and on top of that, I have a 7 centimeter and a 4 centimeter pelvic cysts that are pressing on the other side of my spine in conjunction with my endometriosis scarring, which attaches my rectum to the back where my spine is. And my notes said I was there for back pain. And I was given one thing of pain medicine, and they tried to send me home with no pain medicine, no appointments, and no prescriptions for the future. My husband made them give me another IV pain injection and made sure that I got medicine for the next couple of days. They gave me 3 days worth of medical health care. So once again, UCSD, Maria S. Oh, I wish I could show her picture because I have it. She's a bad lady. Oh, there's also a gentleman there that's one of the triage nurses as well. He loves to wear a scrub cap, even though he's not a doctor. And I can't remember his name, but he's like maybe 5'7". And he had a surgical fusion because he told me, and I quote, "Well, I've had a fusion in my neck too." Oh yeah, because I've had a fusion in my neck. So there's a metal plate and 6 screws in my neck. He told me, "I've had a fusion in my neck, and I'm in the I'm a nurse in the triage department." So, okay, good for you, Captain America. Do you have a uterus? No, well, technically neither do I. But do you have fucking giant cysts in your pelvis that are taking up like the entire cavity where your bladder is supposed to expand? Where your bowel is supposed to expand?